Okay, we are back here at the Madcatz MW3 Championship. Here on main stage, it is SK Gaming against RoughNex Genesis, Seed 2 versus Seed 35. Currently 2-0 in SK's favour after an extremely close search and destroy that went to 4-3. So you're joining us now in winner bracket round number 3. Map number 3 is the best of 5. And we're going to start off bottom team, and we are going to be watching RoughNex.
Yeah, my thoughts right now, hopefully RoughNex are going to come out of the blocks a little quicker than we've seen them. I mean, it was the story of both the CTF and the S&D. They started very slow, but they really did come back into that S&D. Very, very close indeed, but we'll see how they can play this. And we've seen a little bit more aggression. We're on board with Fanboy now as he's going to try and make his way. Josh gets a very early kill on Munster, and Fanboy just going to try and play it a little sneaky. And is now going to try and challenge him, just jump those corners, going to cook that stun, and stuns himself. Unfortunately, Josh takes down Bowie. Let's see what he can do.
Yep, wasn't the best of stuns, but he's just trying to flank, take Madcat, it would be by surprise, who's heavy defense in that corridor, and it's so difficult to break into there. Essentially, you're running with it. Oh, Monster takes out Josh. You are running with an SMG up against a poised AR. Problem for RoughNex, though, very early on, because SK are looking set to actually capture this flag. Monster needs to make the kill. Oh, and it was an impossible shot to make. 1-0 within a minute to SK.
Yeah, SK starting off exactly how they did before. Really going strong. I mean, less than a minute and they've already managed to cap the flag. Very, very nice play. 4 minutes left. Let's have a look. We're on board with Munster now. He's going to try and control this mid plat. You see, he's trying to set up for the spawn trap there, but he has just realized that there is somebody just in this loading bay room just to his left. You could probably just see it on his radar, and it looks like he's going to challenge it. It is going to be Josh, and he does make that kill. Bowie responds as well, takes down Toby, and it looks like he just peeked the corner, did actually get stunned. I think it's probably going to be Matt. Oh, it's Black. Black takes down Munster with the nade. Nice play.
Fanboy is going to be making a push here through mid-map, and he's just taking his time before he goes into loading bay. Essentially what he's wanting to do is make the kill before he has to push in, but he has spotted someone. Gunfight has ensued, and he's not quite sure where he went. Fanboy lost him, and Black takes out 2. 3 down now. Brad is left alone to defend the home flag. Yeah,
Brad with a lot of work to do, although, that's very smart play. Kills Josh with the explosion, and can now actually think about maybe trying to pull the flag, relieve some of the pressure that RoughNex are under. And it just seems to be every single game mode that RoughNex are under consistent pressure. As Madcat takes down Bowie, Black takes down Fanboy as well, and Brad is just mulling around this SK spawn right now. It just kind of seems like he's waiting for support that just isn't coming, and he sees Josh, and Josh, nice play, takes down Brad, and RoughNex once again on the back foot.
Well, Fanboy trying to make this push now, but Josh in such a good position to defend that. And Madcat takes out Bowie. That's going to be 2-0 to SK with still over half of the first round left.
Yeah, SK, like we said, they've just come out all guns blazing as Madcat takes down Brad. Let's have a look what Fanboy's going to do. He is going to try and push out, and Josh says thank you very much. Easy two-piece. Takes down Munster as well. We default over to Bowie, and right now RoughNex are in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, SK absolutely fucked on, and here is the spawn trap. Black and Madcat are on this. As soon as RoughNex are spawning, they are getting taken down, but Bowie straight off spawn, extremely good accuracy to take out both Black and Madcat, but it's a little too late because that's now 3-0 to SK.
They were 2 really, really important kills there from Bowie. He's just basically relieved all the pressure that RoughNex were under, because it was essentially Black and Madcat with that horrible spawn trap. But you see Toby's just jumping in, completely relentless, tries to actually challenge, and Fanboy says, thank you very much for challenging, I'm going to get that return. But 3-0 with 1 minute 52 still to play. SK complete control as he gets another two-piece. Josh on the game of his life right now. Really, really is playing strong.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time you wouldn't even see 3 flag captures in an entire 10-minute game of capture the flag, so SK are storming ahead here. If we just bring up the scoreboard, see how everyone's doing. Fanboy not having the best of games, but Josh, on the other hand, 12-4, playing objectively.
He's absolutely loving it. As Munster does get that return. Let's have a look. He has just stunned someone, and he's going to try and run it mid, so mixing up a little bit. I suppose, when stuff gets tough, you do have to try and change it up a little bit, try different tactics. That's exactly what RoughNex have gone for, and providing there isn't an SK player in the dome, Munster could well cap this.
Yeah, they've got to be taking these risks, and RoughNex wisely doing this. He's just trying to jump away for a possible grenade, and he wanted to go for that, but unfortunately for him, Toby has pulled a flag, and now we're seeing a stalemate.
Yeah, the problem for Munster now is he's probably on the worst side of the 2 dome sides. He doesn't really want to be here. He wants to try and make his way towards the other side where there is arguably more cover. He can force his teammates to spawn there, but flag does get dropped. Bowie takes down Toby, and Munster just trying to communicate with his teammates. Are they going to get the return or not? No, they're not, but Bowie gets Black as well, so he's going to still be there. He takes down Madcat. Bowie on a rampage, 3 kills. Can he get the return as well? Oh, it's going to be close. He does indeed, and they do go ahead and cap that 30 seconds left. But once again, RoughNex just seem to have started a little slow.
Yeah, it's the story of their life, it would seem, at this event. But SK taking out 3. SK actually looking set to make this a 4th flag capture in round number 1. You know, a 2 flag deficit is something that RoughNex could come back from, but if this hits the 3 flag again, it would be really difficult for them.
In the middle of the map, 9 seconds, they can cap it. You see the stuns just flying over. And has he got inside? 4 seconds left. Oh, nice play there. I must have just denied Madcatz the privilege of making it 4-1. But, yeah, 3-1 first side. SK looking so good.
2 flags behind, they can certainly bring this back, but let's face it, RoughNex are up against what on paper is a stronger side. It's going to be really difficult to even bring this back to a tie.
Yeah, I can completely agree with you there. And we will go ahead and change team, and we will get on board with SK. And let's have a look. I'm going to get straight on board with Madcatz now, as he's going to try and throw those stuns. But does get stunned himself, but you see him cooking that frag. Is it going to connect? Gets the hit marker. I hate when you get hit markers with nades. It's the most painful thing in the world. It
is frustrating. It's going to be annoying, and unfortunately he's unable to follow that up with a kill. I can hear Madcatz really loud in my left ear, so I'm just going to move that away a little bit as Josh is slowly creeping towards the back of the corridor, only to be taken out by Monster.
Yeah, we'll get on board with Madcatz once again. Just stun checking on the ground, smart play, just making sure that there is no one trying to rush. Obviously, he's got Toby there in support, and it looks like Madcatz, the way they're setting up right now, it looks as if they're just going to try and let RoughNex run at them for a little bit, maybe try and pick off 1 or 2 kills. You see Toby there take down Monster. Madcatz finally is advancing. Josh not happy there that Brad is just taking him down, but Black takes down Brad straight after, and he's going to get their 2-piece, takes down Fanboy. And is Madcatz now going to push in? Let's have a look. Oh, nice play there by Madcatz, takes down Bowie as well. But interesting, didn't opt to pull the flag. Obviously, he had his teammate in there. And, oh, it looks like they may have spawned loading. But Madcatz on a rampage.
Yeah, he's doing really well. And this is not the Madcatz that we're used to from Black Ops. We saw Madcatz as an extremely, extremely defensive player. But we're seeing him making flag pulls and all sorts here in this game. Maybe it's because they're fairly comfortable with them having this 2-flag lead. But let's just see. Essentially, SK just need to hold this. They can even drop a flag within 3 minutes 36 and still walk away victorious.
Yeah, absolutely. We are on board with Josh, who was stunned, unfortunately, and Fanboy was just able to jump that corner. And Madcatz has taken down Bowie. Toby takes down Fanboy as well, but Brad takes down Black. Toby responds by taking down Brad as well, and we'll stay on board with Madcatz. You see Madcatz now, he's just trying to set up for that spawn trap. He's anticipating them spawning underground, and let's see if he can try and get a few kills from it. He does see 1, and oh, Fanboy. Nice play. Takes down Madcatz.
Fanboy was previously on 1-11. He's actually managed to bring that back to 7-18, so fair play to him. But on board with Black once again, and Black we're going to see playing the rest of this game quite defensively. As I've said before, with only 3 minutes left, they are 2 flags in the lead. Why push for more? Yeah,
they don't need to be overly aggressive, but they do get 3 down now, and you can just hear the rings of let's go, let's go, let's push. But Munster does take down Black, but Toby immediately takes him down, and we should see Madcatz. He's probably going to opt to get some spawn kills, I would assume. Looks like he's actually just going to push in just to make sure that they don't actually spawn in there. So smart play there from Madcatz.
Go, kills exchange. we both heard that call out from Madcatz. A little bit rude, dear. But nevertheless, you know, just boosting his team, trying to secure the win. Black making it kills, but the flag isn't going to get any further than that. And RoughNex, though, on the defense, which really isn't ideal for them.
Yeah, they've been on the back foot the entire sort of time of this best of 5. And to be honest, SK have looked the stronger team, if I'm honest. Bowie does take down Josh, though. But, you know, Madcatz, he can just wait now. He doesn't even need to charge. But that's a fantastic shot there by Madcatz, taking Bowie down. Fanboy responds by taking down Toby. But it's exactly like you said, Ro. I mean, they don't need to be aggressive right now. They've got that 2-flag lead. They can just take their time.
As every second ticks away, it just looks more and more likely that SK are going to be able to take this. Madcatz is just going to hold this position. He's not going to advance into the loading bay, but more wait for people to push out. He's got to switch things up, though, because he knows RoughNex are making this push down that tank side. A bit of sloppy shoot to start with, but he does eventually make that kill against Bowie.
Black, in the immediate response, does take down Fanboy, though. And let's have a look what Josh is going to be up to. I mean, theoretically, RoughNex can still do this. 1 minute 27. They're only 2 flags behind. I mean, if they can get SK in a spawn trap and get a good relay, they can tie this up and potentially take this to stopwatch. But just the way SK is set up right now, it just does not look like that's a possibility.
Josh does go down to Fanboy. And yeah, it's like we're saying, we hate to rule people out too early, but Madcatz managing to take out Fanboy there with a pistol. And I'm not sure what he was shouting at them then, but he was certainly shouting something.
He was very happy, though.
He was extremely happy. They know they've won this. They know they're going to have taken this 3-0, and they will advance into winner bracket round number 4. Getting quite far into this tournament now, actually, surprisingly. Like we said, very well organised. We're well on track here at the Madcatz MW3 Championship. So hopefully we're going to be able to just continually get another game up almost straight away for you guys.
Yeah, I think RoughNex there, they just spawned on the ground and someone tried to do the turnaround throw the Semtex and actually stuck his teammate.
Oh.
Josh has actually just pulled that flag and it looks like they are going to take this as well. He's very weak there and oh! Munster manages to show me down, but Madcat's going to say thank you very much for the easy points.
There we go. Let's look at the overall score, and that's going to be 4-1 to... it's 4... We can both hear them. It's going to be 4-1 to SK. The previous game modes were Search and Destroy Underground, which was 4-3 to SK.
Two-piece with the pistol.
Madcat giving the brap, and there we go. RoughNex Genesis know it's over. They're going to go over and shake the hands of SK. And of course, that's what's brilliant about these tournaments and stuff. Despite the banter that's thrown back into, at the end of the day, all teams will just shake hands with each other. Yeah. And congratulate each other on the victory.
Got to say though, Rel, SK looking very dominant right now. They do look, considering they were down as the team most likely to choke. They really sort of come back and they look so strong right now.
Yeah, a bit of a shaky search and destroy, but that capture the flag was very, very impressive. That's going to be it from me and Benson for now. As we just pan across the players, we can see Josh there, Black in the third seat, and he's actually on the end there. We must have skipped one or two. They are the victors. That's going to be it from myself and Benson. Stay tuned on the stream, and of course check out the side stage, because there will also be games on there, so you can choose which teams you want to support and spectate the most, and we will be with you guys shortly.